guys, welcome back to We Watched the Movie. I am Mike, and the trailer is finally here for Scream. I know what you did last summer. The movie that was born out of Scream, which a lot of people might not know this, was actually, the original was written by Kevin Williamson before he wrote Scream. It wasn't until the success of Scream that he was able to get this script out there. It's also based on a book by Lois Duncan, which had almost nothing to do as far as the murders and things like that of the movie itself. The movie was written long ago, and the writer of it was actually sickened by the violence and whatnot that they had taken the story and done within the movie. But that's neither here nor there. It's 25 years later, and it's time to get sexy again with I Know What You Did Last Summer. We've got a brand new cast full of younger people, but we're bringing back Julie James. We're bringing back Freddie Prinze Jr. Stop it. Now, you'll notice something when Freddie Prinze Jr. pops up in this trailer. He's got a way deeper voice, and I think he's doing it on purpose. I don't blame him, because that movie made him look like a bitch. Let's take a look at the trailer together. Very excited for this. What we know is that the director of this said that, hey, this movie is not a serious movie. However, it is far more brutal and focuses more on the horror than the original movie did, which is fair, because while the original movie's fun and nostalgic and we love it because of all the 90s isms and the great soundtrack, how serious was that movie? I mean, Julie James opened up her trunk to a dead body covered in thousands of crabs. Big crabs. And then within minutes they come back, and not only is the body gone, but the crabs are gone and the fish smell is gone. There's no way you're getting that crabby fish smell out of the back of that trunk. Trust me, I've had dead bodies full of crabs in mine before. It takes months. That movie wasn't that serious either, so we'll see. Let's watch the trailer. He's about to die.
And close your eyes. Imagine a white light.
This is the most Scream thing ever, and I love it. This is so Scream. That may as well be the kitchen from Casey Becker's kitchen from Scream. I mean, a lot of it looks the same. And then you've got the pool scene set up. And even the way that this Superman looking ass gets it is very, very much like poor Steve.
I'm afraid he's out.
It sounds like the gut stabbing from behind him when the fisherman shoots out his spear scorpion thing. I don't know what it's called.
And emanating out from your chest.
And that's awesome. I think they know what they're doing here. And I love how brutal this kill is. Already, this is going to be far more brutal, and it's going to be more visceral than the original movie was when it comes to kills. That one shot where they zoom into the spear gun shooter thingy, it's very, and somebody else mentioned this in the comments last time I talked about this movie, it's very Sorority Row. The 2009-ish, maybe, remake of Sorority Row was a movie that was sort of silly. It didn't take itself seriously, but it had some amazing kills in it, like who can forget the glass bottle in the mouth? I'm doing this with my hands right now on the internet. But yeah, I love the brutality of this kill. I feel like in this opening scene, we're seeing more of the fisherman get his hands dirty than we saw almost in the entire original movie. I love it. I love it.
Do you think this is some kind of karma for what we did?
Yes! So you get the look of the new, fresh, sexier, now that we have college and in the world teens. It seems like they're going to do exactly what they did with the original movie. They are really going to reboot the movie. They are going to have a mess up incident. Now, I think it happens differently here, as you can tell from this one shot later in the trailer, but it's the exact same stories. They get into trouble, they do something they're not supposed to, they make a mistake, they leave a body behind, something like that, and then all of a sudden someone starts to send them notes, as you see here when she opens the present in her Sabrina Carpenter music video. She gets the note in there, and then they have to go and they have to find someone to help them, and of course who they go find is Freddie Prinze Jr.
This isn't the first time there's been violence like this in Southport.
I mean, come on. He's definitely making his voice deeper on purpose.
This isn't the first time there's been violence like this in Southport.
He watched that movie too, and he's probably had to live with that for 20 plus years. What a bitch they made him in that movie. And now he's like, this has happened before in Southport. I love Freddie Prinze Jr. By the way, he looks fucking fantastic. If I was in the Men, I'd do him right now. But the next shot here is fascinating, and Helen Shivers' grave. Sarah Michelle Gellar, who was a staple of the 90s. Cruel Intentions, my God. You can put it anywhere, she said to her stepbrother. That's probably what started the whole stepbrother, and we're not getting into it. But anyways, yes, she is married to Freddie Prinze Jr. in real life. Now, her and Jennifer Love Hewitt haven't always exactly kind of gotten along. And, by the way, Sarah Michelle Gellar, best friends with the director of this film. Now, they've been cheeky and said, oh, obviously I'm dead, I'm not coming back, whatever. I just want to float a theory to you guys really quick. And by the way, ChatGPT agrees with me that I think not only is Helen Shivers back, which I've maintained, whether it's flashback or whatever, she will make an appearance in this film. I guarantee it. But I'm going to say something a little crazy. I think, and you heard it here fucking first, I think Helen Shivers might be the killer. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I love this throwback to Ryan Felipe's kill.
I need to start drinking.
Me too, but I'll be doing that tonight, by the way. Tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, live. We are live. We'll talk about this. We'll talk about all the movie news of the week, including weapons, including everything that's happened this week. Be here live. Make sure you got the bell clicked and all that. Here we go. One of the things that I'm completely confounded by is this shot here. Are we watching I hope to God not, but are we watching the killer get arrested right now? I hope that this isn't a penultimate moment in there. Kind of looks like this is a church, but it also kind of looks like the place where Helen Shivers was allegedly killed, right? Where she disappeared and the hook guy got her. But I don't think it is, but could be. Anyways, I don't know what's going on here at all. Completely confounded by this shot. And the trailer shows a ton of possible murder, death, kills. Get it? We see this dude about to get it right here, getting that hair pulled. Ouch, ouch, you're on my hair. There's a dead body that drops in front of the girls. This guy gets his hands pulled away all bloody. There's going to be gore and brutality and deaths in this. And I like that a lot. I'm excited about it, as they promised.
I need your help. What did you do last summer?
What I don't like is that they basically used the plot to just turn Freddie Prinze Jr. and Julie James and brought back amazing looking Jennifer Love Hewitt to just be like, yeah, basically you're Google, or you're the old lady Oracle that when they find a newspaper clipping in the library, they go, that lady knows what to do, let's go find her. And she's basically, what are we, some kind of Suicide Squad?
What did you do last summer?
But, looks great. I don't think that her or Freddie Prinze are going to have much screen time in this. Bam! Bitch went down. Sid, super bitch. Love the music.
This place is so beautiful, it makes me want to die.
All right, and now you get a taste of how comedic the movie's going to be, which I like. Now, I want to point you to this shot right here as Fisherman's attacking several people. Look at that... Look at that form right there. Look at that. That's a little feminine. Maybe a little feminine. I'm not trying to judge if that is a stunt actor as a guy. But if I were the I Know What You Did Last Summer franchise, one thing I would make sure I did to differentiate myself from the Scream franchise was put my killer in the clothing. Don't be playing games where you got a 7-foot killer and the person's a 4-foot tall girl. But that face looks pretty slender. And that form is a little, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a little dainty. So that brings me back to, by the way, overall, I just want to say, I think it's a great trailer. I'm super excited for it. I think it's the perfect tone. They want to do something sexy. They want to bring in teenagers to today with something cool. So they bring in the younger cast. But look how great Freddie Prinze and Jennifer Love Hewitt work. They work in that as well. And I think making it bloody and gory is really fun. I think it's going to be great. And hopefully this will be fucking awesome. And we can get some good sequels. Maybe Brandy's in there somewhere. But also, maybe it brings back Urban Legend. Maybe it brings back a day of fun 90s slashers. You know what I'm saying? Right along there with what Scream's doing. So that could be fun. I'm rooting for it. I hope you guys are. Here's my theory before I go. Sarah Michelle Gellar is still alive. Now, I'm not alone in this. My best friend, who comes over and hangs out with me on Tuesdays and watches basketball, ChatGPT, agrees with me. I said, hey, buddy. Could the killer be Helen Shivers? And here's why. Even if she's not the killer, she could still be alive. Now, we're going right back into the Stu thing. Stu lives, I know. Get it up, Helen Shivers! But her death happened off screen, all right? It was a great chase scene. Hopefully we get another one like it in this. But it was a great chase scene. Her death happens off screen, number one. Number two, we never see her body. Number three, we never see a funeral. And, I mean, it's possible. There's no explicit confirmation, as ChatGPT says. There's no explicit confirmation that Helen Shivers died. Now, what could have happened is he could have wounded her, right? And then left her for dead. Or he could have kept her and he could have locked her away somewhere, hoping to bring her back or do something with her. Throw her on top of a parade boat. I don't know. By the way, did you notice the posters at the thing? That was cool. Julie James and Ray just went on with their lives. Jack Black was there. It was a party. She wasn't invited. Nobody gave a fuck. She already had kind of a fucked up life with her family, her sister being a crude bitch. And if you look back at the story in the book, her kind of home life was a little more fucked up in that. Like, you felt real bad for her. And they barely touched on that in that actual movie. But anyways, yeah, dude, I'm just saying, I think it's possible. Am I crazy? Would you hate it? Or is it fun? And again, the director specifically said, hey, don't take this movie too seriously. That's almost like saying, you know, we're bringing someone back from the dead, right? So don't be too mad. I hope you have a blast with it. I'm just saying, motive's there. You left me for dead. Nobody gave a shit. You just went on with your perfect little lives. Hey, it's a thought. It's a thought. What are your all's thoughts? I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm jacked to the tits. And I can't wait to see this movie. I love your fucking faces. See you guys tonight, 8 o'clock. Make sure you subscribe so that you get notified as we do more coverage for this movie and more horror. Love you guys. Have a great one. Mom and Dad are gonna be so mad at me when they find out I'm in love with my friend Billy. Well, he's got a white shirt, tight little jeans, kinda wanna put my P in his B. He hit me with the phone, I wished it was his dick. You cut me too deep this time. You cut me too deep this time. Woodsboro will never know me and Billy were more than bro. So get it up, leave her alone. He was my Sharon Stone. Woodsboro will never know me and Billy were more than bro. So get it